Hello, I'm Charnay. Welcome back to my channel. I am back with another pattern haul video. I mentioned in my previous fabric haul video, I picked up some new patterns since my last video. Some patterns I purchased on sale, while others, not so much. I would say I for sure made the rookie mistake of not purchasing some patterns on sale. Now, my mom did advise me to wait, but I, of course, was being thirsty and I was itching to get stitching, so to speak, and ended up buying a couple of patterns full price, which I'll be showing you all in a bit. But as someone who is a beginner sewist, my advice to another beginner sewist is to wait. Wait before you purchase the pattern, especially if it's from one of the big 5 pattern companies. I could have kicked myself seeing these patterns go on sale after buying them full price from Amazon. But to my defense, my local Joann's didn't have this pattern in particular that I picked up in stock during the time of the sale. And also one of the other patterns I picked up is an indie pattern. So I guess you could say I'm still satisfied with my purchase, but it does seem to me as though Simplicity and McCall's patterns go on sale often. So if you can, wait for a sale to purchase the pattern. This will help you to save a little bit of coin, especially if you are someone like me and you're just getting started on your sewing journey. So I picked up 10 patterns, which I'm going to be showing you all today. But listen, after this, I'm cutting myself off and no more patterns for me for the rest of this year, unless the patterns are free, because at this rate that I'm going, most of these patterns I won't be able to get around to sewing up, because realistically, I'm not sewing all these patterns all at once. I probably have the capacity to do 1 or 2 a month, depending on the difficulty level of the project, and it's only 12 months in a year. So between this and my existing stash, I think I have enough. Now, if someone wants to send me a little something to sew up, I'll check it out. But for now, some of these patterns I'm going to show you all. The envelopes look a little beat up. That's because I've either already cut into the pattern or this is just the aftermath of the sale. My local Joann's got a little spicy during the sale. Like, I've never seen the store look so disheveled and toe up. I mean, patterns were all out of the drawers. They were stacked up on top of the tables. They were out of order. I mean, it looked like a tornado had came through and wiped the place out. So let's just say the sale got real. But thankfully, I was able to find a few patterns I had on my wish list. So let's get into it. Now, the first pattern that I have, this is a pattern that I paid full price for, and I purchased this online from Amazon, which is McCall's M7789, and I absolutely love this look. I'm most excited about this view in particular. I like that it has 3 different views, one that is strapless, one that has like a bow tie in the front, and then more of your more simple day-to-day look in the front. It also has like a little cutout in the front. So I'm really excited and looking forward to doing this, but I think that this is something that might be a little bit of an advanced pattern for me. It does say easy, but I'm saying it might be advanced because of the notions it's requiring for the tie front, for you to have boning and a casing. That will be something that will be new for me. And it also requires you to attach 1 hook and eye, I believe, for the bottom portion of this pattern. So that's why I'm saying this might be a little bit of an advanced pattern for me. But some of the suggested fabrics are cotton blends, linen, crepe, and twill. And yeah, this is a pattern that I'm really looking forward to sewing up. The next pattern that I have is Simplicity 8546. I have it in a size 6 through 14, and basically this pattern is a blouse or shirt dress pattern. It comes in a bunch of different views. Mainly there are 3 views that come with a collared top. One of them is a tie up in the front. This one is the longer version. This one has cutouts on the shoulders, and this one has a cute little ruffle at the end of the sleeves. And I love that you can play around with the lengths of this shirt dress. And also something that I thought that was really neat about this pattern is you can't really tell over here, but this pattern also has pockets. So I think that this will be a blouse that I can come to and just try out a bunch of different looks. Especially, this is something that I mentioned in my fabric haul video. I'm really looking to sew up a matching blouse and pant set, so I'm hoping that one of these tops will work out for me. So the next pattern I have is Simplicity S9373. I have it in a size extra extra small through extra extra large, and this is more of a sweater or a cardigan pattern. I probably won't get around to sewing this up until the end of summer or early fall. And some of the fabrics that they recommend for this are double knit, interlock, jersey, modal bamboo, ponte rib knit, sweater knit. And it also says that it's suitable for overlock or serger. And of course, extra fabric is needed to match plaid, stripes, or one-way design fabrics. Now, the notions that they have in this pattern are buttons and elastic. So not a ton of notions, but the main notions that are required for this pattern are buttons, which I can do. That's something that I feel like I am kind of getting the hang of, but I'm noticing just at the start of my sewing journey, any pattern that has like notions in it, I've kind of been hesitant to go full throttle into cutting out those patterns, just because I don't have experience with sewing up a zipper, or just when it gets to those more advanced notions, that's something I'm a little bit hesitant about. But I'm happy that this pattern only requires buttons and elastic for the most part. The next pattern that I have is Simplicity 8554. This is a easy to sew pattern, and I love easy to sew. I think that it is something that will be doable for me. Some of the fabrics that they recommend are challis, chambray, crepe, soft lightweight linen types, silky types, and extra fabric needed to match plaids, stripes, or one-way design fabrics. I think that this is another cardigan or something that you could just throw over on your arms. This is a pattern that I could see myself wearing year round, especially as someone who gets cold very easily. I love that this comes in a longer lengthwise style, as well as it has a mid-waist one. And this one, view B, which looks like it comes maybe to like your upper thigh. Well, I think it might come up to my upper thigh on me just because of my height, but I love this, and I think that I'll get a lot of wear out of it. Now, this next pattern that I have is Simplicity 8516. I have it in a size 6 through 14. This is a Mimi G style pattern. Now, realistically, I probably won't cut into this pattern until next year. Now, this pattern, I believe that this is more, I don't know if it says it on here, but for me, I'm going to say this might be an advanced pattern for me because I've never worked with denim before. And as I mentioned earlier, when it comes to notions, I don't have a ton of experience when it comes to adding in things such as a jean zipper. And this pattern does require you to have a jean zipper, a button, and it says look for simplicity trims. I'm not 100% certain what that means, but some of the fabrics that they recommend for this pattern are chino, corduroy, denim, sateen, stretch denim, stretch wovens. Pocket lining is a cotton broadcloth, and then of course extra fabric needed to match plaid, stripes, or one-way design fabrics. I will probably try to make this in a denim fabric or corduroy. I already don't wear a ton of jeans, but I thought that this would be just one of those basic patterns that you should probably have inside of your sewing stash. And I figured at some point I may want to get something a little bit challenging, but I probably won't take on this challenge until possibly next year, just because I have some other patterns in mind that I want to sew up. But I thought that this was a great pattern to add to my collection. Now the next pattern I have is Simplicity S9549. I have it in the size 6 through 18, and this is another easy to sew pattern. Some of the fabrics that they suggest are batiks, chambray, gauze, gingham, linen blends, poplin, soft cotton blends, and a few of the notions that they have are wide elastic and twill tape that you would need for this. Now this is one of those patterns I was like, I don't know if it's the model that sold me on this pattern or if it's the high-waisted pants that I'm interested in sewing up. I do kind of have something in mind for this if I come across the right fabric, but I think for this pattern it's really the model that sold me on this pattern because she just looks so relaxed, laid back, and I feel like this would be a cute outfit to wear on vacation or at some point during the summer. And I also think that the shorts or maybe the loose fitted pants, I think that is something that will pair well with one of the blouse patterns that I already have. So I'm looking forward to sewing this up as well. Now the next pattern I have is Simplicity S9715. I have it in the size 8 through 16, and this was one of those patterns that I purchased full price on Amazon. Now this particular pattern has 4 different views. It has 2 blouses and then 2 pairs of bottoms. It has the pant and then the shorts. And what I really like about this pattern and what I was really drawn most to were the gatherings or maybe the pleats. I'm not sure what this is called in the front, but I thought that the pants were really interesting. I love how loose fitted the pants look. It looks like the garment really isn't attached to her. It's like flowy, it flows away from her body, and I think that this will be something cute to wear during the spring or the summer on vacation. And I think I already have a pair of pants in my closet similar to this, so I thought it would be cool if I can learn to sew this up on my own. And again, something that I have in mind, like I have a few inspiration photos that I shared in my fabric haul videos. I'm really looking for a cute fitted blouse and pant set to wear at some point within this year. So I'm kind of just like, I don't know if you all can tell like the theme of the types of patterns that I've picked up, but I'm really looking forward to finding a blouse that really fits me well, and it's something that's loose fitting, it's comfortable, it's breezy, and something that I can just wear in the spring and summertime and just kind of sew it up in a bunch of different fabrics and things of that nature. Speaking of fabrics, the types of fabrics that they recommend for this pattern are linens, chambray, gauze, lightweight cottons, rayons, and then use an interfacing that is lightweight and fusible. Some of the notions that they require for this are a zipper, buttons, and yeah, those are the main notions that they require for this pattern. And I can really see myself sewing something up in a linen set, so I'm really excited about this. It's really the gatherings that really drew me to this pattern, and I find it really interesting. So yes. The next pattern I have is Simplicity S9323. I have it in a size extra small through extra large, and I think this is a caftan. I think that's what people are calling this online. That's what I believe I read this on maybe like a sewing blog or something. I don't know, but I think that's what they're calling it. But for me, this looks like a modern day muumuu that you would possibly wear around the house. But for me, what was so intriguing to me about this pattern is I can see myself wearing this as like a swimsuit cover up and maybe shortening this in the length, or this is just something that I could just throw on. You know, like sometimes you may need to run a quick errand, or maybe you're on vacation and you just want something to kind of just throw on to cover up, maybe if you're going down to get breakfast or something. I think that this is something that would be nice to kind of throw on, or it can either be a very cute swimsuit cover up. It has 2 different views. View A is what the model is wearing, and then view B, it looks like you can do a little bit of color blocking or add maybe some lace fabric within this pattern. Some of the fabrics that they suggest for this are cotton blends, rayons, silky types, and then for that contrast in view B, they recommend lace, novelty lace, or silky types. And then some of the notions that you need for this pattern are thread, obviously, and bias tape. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to sewing this up, and if I go on vacation this summer or take a trip, this is something that hopefully I can sew up and quickly make. The next pattern I have is McCall's M7757. I have it in a size extra small through medium, and I believe I came across another sewist here on YouTube by the name of Raven Maureen, and she said this was something that was quick and easy to make, so I purchased this pattern full price online because she said that this is something that she often goes to if she kind of gets in a sewing rut. But then also she said it's a quick and easy make, and I think that this is something that would be cute to wear on vacation or in the summertime or even in the spring if it gets warm enough. And it looks fairly simple to put together, and it also says on the packaging very easy, so I like that, seeming as though that I am a beginner sewist. Some of the suggested fabrics that they recommend are gauze, crepe, challis, and stable knits. And then they have notions that you will need for this is mainly bias tape and elastic. So I think I'll get some practice with using elastic, doing a little bit of gathering and things of that nature, but I think that this is a super cute set that I can see myself wearing for sure in the summer. Now the last pattern that I have is a indie pattern, and it comes from Closet Core Patterns. Again, you all might have noticed the theme are shirt dresses and loose fitting blouses, and I thought that this will be a good pattern to kind of just like step outside of the big 5 pattern companies and just get a different take on following some different instructions. Now this one has 3 different views. It comes with a blouse that's more of a cropped version with a curved hem. View B looks like it is a mid, maybe waist length blouse, and this one looks like a longer shirt dress type of blouse, which I am really excited to give this a try and sew up. Some of the fabrics that they recommend are a light to medium weight woven and shirting such as poplin, chambray, tinsel, linen, rayon, challis, crepe de chine, viol, and flannel. And then some of the supplies they say that you might need are lightweight fusible interfacing, buttons, and polyester thread and marking tools. So I'm really excited to give this a try and just kind of step outside of the big 5 pattern companies and give this indie pattern company a try. So that's all the patterns that I have to share with you all. If you all have any of the patterns that I have shown you all today, let me know what was your experience working with some of these patterns. Is there one in particular you recommend that I start with first? I'm really excited to just cut into these patterns and just get into making my own garments and clothing and things of that nature. Thanks again for tuning into my channel, and I'll catch you all in my next video. Bye.